I know what the perfect Call of Duty would look like. It has come to me in a vision. So recently, I've been playing a lot of Chaos Mode back from Modern Warfare 3, right? I was getting excited about Ghosts. I wanted to get back on the Infinity Ward engine, put some work in. And, I got back into Chaos because it's just, one game. I was going to play one game, but it's addicting. It's so addicting. I just get lost and I can play it for hours and hours. And if I'm being honest, Chaos Mode is my favorite experience on any Call of Duty ever. I enjoy it more than multiplayer, and I know why. For two reasons. One, it's super fast-paced, and it stays super fast-paced no matter what. And two, it's a clusterfuck, okay? Now, the beauty of a clusterfuck is that it will rarely play out the exact same way. And at any moment, you have to be ready to react to an entirely unique set of circumstances, all right? You're constantly thinking on your feet and trying to find a new solution to a new problem, and you only have a matter of seconds to do this. You can never be on autopilot in Chaos Mode, alright? And it's not the same with multiplayer. I think most of us are on autopilot most of the time in multiplayer. Like, if you've ever been thinking about something else unrelated to the match you're playing while you're playing it, that's autopilot, I know I'm on autopilot a lot because sometimes I'll be making one of these I'll be making one of these videos and editing and watching my own gameplay, and I'll have a clip of like a mega kill or a super kill, and I'll be like, when did that even happen? I don't remember, because I wasn't even paying attention to the game. Or what will happen a lot is I'll snap back to attention at some point in game, like the announcer guy will tell me I have a VSAT awaiting orders, and I'll be like, oh, that's dandy, I didn't even realize I was close. And that's because I wasn't paying attention, and I'm sure that's the case for a lot of you. I wasn't actually engaged, because it just becomes kind of repetitive. It's still fun, but your mind works out the system. Check your corners, move towards spawn, fight bad guys, whatever. But it's not the same with Chaos Mode. If you stop paying attention in Chaos Mode, you're not going to do well. It's intellectually taxing, pushing your mind to its limits. It's so brutal that sometimes I forget to blink, and I know other people have that problem as well. At the end of the match, our eyes are just fucked up because we haven't blinked in 15 minutes. And so I was thinking, how could you make multiplayer that way? And after a lot of thought and drugs and pornography, I finally envisioned the most fast-paced Call of Duty in COD history, and you guys can tell me what you think of it. Alright, for starters, this would all have to be on the new-gen consoles, and probably at a point when the developers have really figured out how to maximize on all the potential of the next gen. Your standard match will be 18 on 18 with big-ass maps. If Battlefield can do 32 on 32, COD can do 18 on 18 comfortably with a ton of score streaks thrown in, I think. Now imagine a Call of Duty where everyone played for score per minute all the time. In this Call of Duty, everyone has a score streak system that works like the support class from Modern Warfare 3. You remember that? The deaths don't reset your streak, alright? And that's how it is for everyone. And it's the same point system as Black Ops 2. You get points for everything, and your points constantly work towards your streak. And in fact, you even get points for hit markers, like 1 point per bullet or something, plus 25 for an assist, plus 100 for a kill. Now, the catch in Modern Warfare 3 was that if you ran support, your streak would continue no matter how often you died. But the streaks themselves were nowhere near as cool as the assault package. Choppers and assault drones and AC-130s and shit were off limits. That's not the case in this Call of Duty. Die as much as you want. If you play hard and you score a shitload of points, you can get those powerful streaks too. But keep in mind, it's going to be hard to score a lot of points if you're dying, and you will have to be playing at a high score per minute. It's tricky to put an exact number on things because I imagine it's going to really change the amount of points being scored and the ratios of things when there's like 36 people on the map. If this system were implemented, obviously it would change the way people played the game. But for the sake of hypotheticals, let's say you need 4,000 points to get one of those high streaks like the AC-130. That means you would need to have at least above a 400 SPM to reach that streak. Now, from what I've gathered, the average Black Ops 2 player score per minute is somewhere between 200 and 350. Even with deaths not counting against them, those players would have to step up their game to hit a high streak. The point I'm trying to make is it isn't going to be a gift to noobs, because I know when you hear support class system AC-130, you think, well, geez, it's just going to be really easy for anyone to get really high streaks. That's kind of game-breaking, but that is not the case. It's not going to be easy for a bad player to get a good streak reward. It's still a reward system that is based on skill. It's just going to prefer a different kind of skill. The system as it is now rewards staying alive as long as possible. This slows down the game, first of all, because like I've talked about, the people simply prioritize staying alive as long as possible, right? Like, even good players, when they get close to a streak, they'll slow down and camp for it, and a lot of people just camp as hard as they can as soon as the match starts, because a lot of people want to get a swarm, but the only way they can do it is if they, get set up in a window and pick off guys on the B flag every now and then, lay low for a while and hide. And the system as it is now rewards camping and slows down the game, all right? And it's stupid. And secondly, it doesn't encourage people to play the objective. A lot of the time people have to choose between getting their streak or playing the objective. Like, even for me, if I'm 3 off a V set, I'm not going to jump on the B flag unless I'm absolutely sure it'll be a safe cap. But generally, you can't be sure of that, so I just don't do it. And again, for other people, it's like, fuck playing the objective at all, period. That's going to make it impossible to get my swarm. In this new Call of Duty, you should get 25 points just for jumping on a flag, even if you don't cap it. A new system where what really mattered was score per minute would encourage and allow everyone to play the objective as hard as they could, and it would reward them for doing well. Bad players aren't going to be able to magically get high streaks. It takes skill to score a lot of points. It takes skill to play above 400 score per minute, and it takes a lot of skill to play above 500 score per minute. And again, the numbers aren't exact because everyone would be scoring a lot more points with 36 players on the map, but this would dramatically speed the game up, and there would no longer be any such thing as camping, because camping would have no tangible reward. Now, I actually have a lot I want to, this is going to be a very comprehensive look into what a perfect Call of Duty would look like, and so I'm going to break this up into probably like 2 or 3 parts. So the next part will be released probably like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I just have to get the gameplay together, right? And there are going to be 2 more videos on what the perfect Call of Duty would look like, so if you have some ideas that you think I should throw in for the perfect Call of Duty, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to let me know. You know what I mean? Please remember to like me on Facebook. You want to play some Call of Duty with me, or maybe you just want some neat memes and shit. Rate the video, and what else? Is there something else I'm supposed to do? Just live long and prosper, man. May the force be with you. This is Batman, signing out.